Welcome back to the Hopium Den. Let's get high. Picking up where we left off, sorry for the abrupt ending of the last episode. So I cleaned up a little bit of like the Southern Expedition so we could come home. I did some base cleanup just in terms of monsters and what juveniles we actually want to keep. I did reinvest in the Harvest Worm, still dreaming about some kind of high poison combo. I mean, if you're already investing poison organs and poison potions, it might as well have poison spit or poison skin, and I'm doing that quite a bit with this current breed with my dragon tank. So probably getting a little ahead of myself, but I gotta keep the tank units catching up in terms of traits. And I chose the Killer Fearless because it has good bite strength and it has 3 of my most important defensive traits. So if I have any luck at all there, then I could keep breeding that to keep the defensive traits going. And then I was looking at the Venom Whirls, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do to start farming metals? Beast of the Venom Whirl, I could probably do this. It's just level less than 8. But I was like, what do I need for champions? I need to hire more humans that are less than level 8. So I did quickly go hire a few, and I grabbed 2 archers. I threw over my bows from my other archers because all of my units less than 8 are melee units. So they do a lot of poison spit and poison skin. I think this should be an okay matchup because a lot of these guys actually have flawless defense. Nice, so we are more than strong enough. Let's start with a manual fight here just to see how some of these new traits are paying off. Alright, we've got the funnel map. I like this one for the archers. Let's get a couple melee units up the middle. We do have tail sweep to get around their poison skin as well. And he's got a tail sweep too. Let's see, what are the odds I could hit? Very low. Alright, let's move up one more. I'll take 20%. No dice. Oops, didn't mean to move him up one more. Was just trying to spin him. That's alright. And let's just get these guys up as far as we can. Alright, Archer, you better be doing something now. Nice, you're doing something alright. Alright, we'll take 1 dead. I mean, if I get him in position to tail sweep, I could hit 3. He's got flawless D, he's got flawless D and tail sweep. I don't know that I can move up, but I'll do that. I'm going to move him up so I can get the archer up. And then this guy, let's start wrapping around towards their archer on both sides. Little risky to really just hold the front line with 2, but he also has flawless D, so I'm hopeful I can make it here and just hold out. Look at that flawless defense turn, that's huge. 14, 13, and a parry. That's a big turn. I'm gonna get you up to keep helping on this side. Archer should be able to finish here. This archer should get 2 shots. Let's move up 1. I want to make sure we hit. We'll take both at 63. We're not going to take that at 40% over our own guy's head. You can get to the archer. You can collapse here. Pretty easy fight so far. We were definitely ready for this one. Team's looking good. The defenseless was huge to get in position for a turn. That is a very underrated trait. Probably should have moved up here. I could have tail swept both. But that's alright. We're definitely have them outmatched in this fight. Whoops. Kind of thought that might happen, but that's okay. 63, sure. Odds were not in our favor there. but easy clap. Alright, got to see some of our newer units with some of those traits, and both new archers, and we got a medal off the start. I think this is going to be a medal hunting episode. Can't do anything there. We've got our tank breeds, and we're just kind of waiting on everything else. Nothing to purchase. Research is good. Blacksmith still trash. Alchemist is busy. Here we go. Alright. Bunch of eggs hatch. Guild fair. So all kinds of good stuff. Alright, let's start with the guild fair. Any good organs? That's a better poison organ. That's a good spiny skin. Resilience and fire, sure. Agility and shock, sure. Strength and frost. I mean, definitely not bad, but probably not essential. I'll grab it just for my tank. That one's good. I mean, I might get it over 50, but probably not. I'm making things that are just as good. I'll take a strong growth. I do need to buy any potions of cure I can, because I'm already out of those resources. And I think I can make lots of all of these, unless they're phenomenal. Okay, the frost is good. The rest aren't very good. And I'll take some more human blood, just because that seems to give skill points and some longevity and other good stuff. Alright. That's an expensive week. That probably puts me over in terms of stuff. Yes, it does. By quite a bit. We knew that was coming. That's okay. Alright, let's look at our eggs here a second. Frog Beast didn't hatch. Black frogs hatched, and they do have regenerate. So they get 5 health a turn. So that's pretty amazing on any unit. Martin is a female, so having a male black frog is important. Sea Varnus is nothing. Alright, we do finally have our Leech Dragon. He looks terrible. We let him get 2 abominated. Yikes. Finally gonna take a potion. Yeah, I mean, I hate doing a double potion, but he's a male, so we do it. We have good females to breed, and Energy Leech is a good trait. And these guys have Fly. Okay. Alright, so we need to really get like 3 of these new traits we really like Regenerator and Fly. And maybe even Leech on together, and then start breeding those with probably Martin, since Martin's 6 for 6 right now. Ugh, these things just take forever to hatch. But these would potentially be our really good tank units. So I know they're weak in magic resistance because the dragons don't have any magic resistance. So something like this will slowly tick up, but we can heal it down. So let's just see what we get first before we go all in. Alright, there we are. Lava Vulture. Hot and dry. You're 1 turn away, but I probably am not going to breed anything with you anymore, because it's probably just going to be with your fire offspring. So 54, 51. Honestly, kind of easy to get Firebite cracked off the bat. Like, just giving organs and then increasing the rune for fire. We got that up within 1 generation from, I don't know, 20-ish to 48. This guy doesn't quite have as much fire bite, but he has much better fear resistance, better fire protection, better physical protection. So I actually think I like this goofy duck build guy just a little bit more. Maybe you could say I'm wrong, but I want to keep the fire protection as high as I can versus the extra like 2 fire bite. So let's just kill you since you're a duplicate. This guy, you did not get my traits. You were supposed to get energy leech. Really good poison. Good starting point for poison, but not what we're after. Okay, no traits, so still selling for low, so we're just going to take more hybrid meat. And let's see about getting some traits we want going with Martin. We went 6 for 6. Can we go 8 for 8 with decent bite strength? My guess is no. I think this is an absolute Hail Mary. But we will risk it, and since we're completely risking it, I'm just going to throw in a couple mutation potions and let's see what happens. I think the mutation potions are a double-edged sword, right? They're a really easy way to get some unique bites or resistances. They're also a really easy way to get negatives. So I'm adding a whole nother layer to the breeding that now I'm not only banking on 8 for 8 on traits, which is impossible, but to get good bite strength and to roll lucky here. But we've been so unlucky with the tank units, I'm just going to do it for fun. I know this probably isn't the smartest breed, but who cares? We're just going to send it. Alright, let's go back to our juveniles a second because I didn't name these. These would theoretically be tank with 3 traits is the best we could do there. Now I will keep it dragon just to know they're from that line. And then I'm so glad we hit 1 leech dragon. He looks wild. I should have healed off some abomination earlier, but that's alright. Could I give him crappier potions rather than 2 of my good ones? I'm starting to run out of potions of cure. No, that's going to be an issue long term. Okay, it is what it is. Base management, we got to do something here. We're 6 things over, so quite a bit. If we go to our people, let's steal some of our good stuff back. I'm going to leave these guys kitted with potions because that'll get it out of the inventory for now. Let me give you this because it's bad. And that. Alright, you're my main tank. Let's actually give you some venom resistance. And then giant. And then you had good stuff. Alright, let's re-equip from the top. That's my best helmet. I think the next thing coming up is fire, so I'm going to keep all the fire stuff I can on this guy. Because I probably just want an absolute fire tank in the front lines, which means I'm going to give you this. I don't know that I'll be able to bring him, but I'm just going to re-equip him for the sake of stuff. Which one gives energy? This one, so that's really important. Actually don't mind that on the archer as long as I bring him. And let's give you back some junk. Alright, we have Hasten a little better equipped than Fatty Boy, so let's change that. Alright, and then we gave you the fire potion. Let's maybe give you back that for now. I'm just going to stack you with potions since I'm not going to send you to auto combat for a while. And I'm going to do the same thing here This is a little risky because if I forget, I'm just wasting it, but drag and drop an item to sell. Ah, I like that feature. Alright, that gets us under by quite a bit. We don't really care if things run away, that is what it is. Pretty good poison, mediocre strength. He looks cool, but he is a kill. I don't think anyone else hatched. What am I going to do with fire here? So Lava Vulture I can get rid of now. Let's take his organ. And then I realized if you like fake drag and drop, it kind of reorders them. So I've ordered them for like max guys up top, breeding guys in the middle, / defensive units right now. And then I've got my elemental guys at the bottom just to help me see it a little faster. We finally passed on Energy Leech, so these guys are probably expendable because we passed on Energy Leech with good poison traits. So let's take our poison organs here. Yeah, I'm good with this because I will breed the poison worm with maybe the poison tank units. I don't know if it's that important. See, this is why I didn't care about the harvest worm last time either, because you're breeding such a weak unit in at this point. It's like, would I like the poison skin on my tank? Yeah. Am I already giving poison stuff to it so it makes sense? I am. But the bite strength I'm going to roll back is down to like 9. And the physical strength could potentially be so low. But I'm done with these guys. They finally passed on what I needed them to. Alright. So let's keep leveling up. We were slowing down on Martin to keep him in the mid tier. Jesus could use a level. Fire could use a level. Something like that. Alright, let's see what we got tournament-wise. This has stars next to it. I think we can win this. That'd be a great growth potion. Let's see what else we could potentially get. Nope, that's our best thing. Alright, we can win this. Let's do it. So 2 monsters, a warrior, and an archer. Good thing I re-equipped everything. It's going to get a little annoying doing the shuffle, but that's alright. And then 2 monsters, and they have to be high level. 11. I don't really want to... I do think the cap is less than 14, so I could get 1 more level on each of these. Nice. We'll just take an auto victory here. Okay, did get some levels. Let's go do that a second. So Martin, we're trying to make you combat focused, so what do we actually want to buff for combat? I mean, these are all risky because there's just a chance the animal's not that. Let's max our energy steal. Flawless attack we could get down to like a 3 cooldown, which would be pretty good. Greater lifesteal would just be consistent. Fear would be good, but I don't know that they're going to get enough fear. I mean, movement's just always good, right? Making it cheaper and giving some endurance. Let's do 1 more trait through here. Let's keep flawless attack as low as we can. Jesus. Alright, you're kind of in that same boat. You're not my main combat guy, but you're still pretty good. But at some point, I will probably breed the double greater. So I'm going to keep you going more for breeding. And Fearless, Greater Energy Steal. This is more of an offensive unit, why I'm trying to go bite first. Alright. So no metal there, even though it had a couple gold stars next to it. We gotta wait on these one more turn. Financially, we're doing okay. Guild Fair, we got what we needed. I think we are set. We are throwing a Hail Mary breed, throwing poop at the wall and seeing what sticks right now. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any other stuff here. The fact that he looks like a skeleton is still wild to me. I love it. Yeah, I think we're good. We're giving you shock. These guys don't get shock bite or anything. Okay. Frog beasts probably do, based on the encyclopedia. Harvest worm, mentally we're halfway to giving up again. We've done that dance before. Alright, let's keep seeing if we can get some medals here. On to the next one. Alright, drop to the bottom. Fire. Don't really want to bring Jesus and Martin. I don't want to over-level them. Dang, he got really good bite strength, the fire female, but did not get fire skin. I'll just keep you coming. I'm probably past breeding Pro Fury, but not a bad thing to just keep it leveling up. Alright, lesser nobility. I don't think there's anything essential here. We just want money. Okay, this is the second Wolverine hybrid I've seen, and we have never encountered a Wolverine. Wolverines would probably be up north, so we're kind of going broke, but we're going to send it. I really feel like all the way north and west is not going to be Wolverine, that it's going to be the Sapphire Beetle. But also, like, Wolverines on an island don't make sense, so we'll head back north. This I might just call a wrap. I will probably, just in my off time, knock that out, and whoever... Oh, who died? Uh-oh, hopefully it was no one important. Okay, I definitely had cold settings on Tiger Bear, but I think when you drag and drop, it also resets them. Alright, Wasp, you had Fly. Fly we care more about on our flanking units. And we just bred Martin. Alright, so we can get rid of a few wasps. Man, I lisp when I say wasp. It's amazing what you actually hear when you're paying attention to what you say. Alright, this guy was pretty good. We were slow leveling him. Fire. I mean, the bite strength is always going to be terrible. 2 fire damage. That's not much. These were breeding with Bear, so let's just get health on it. That's at least quick and easy. Alright, we got to do something about these. Alright, so let's get rid of everything. Oh, you won't even pay me for it? You're just going to offer me garbage? Love that. Alright, so that keeps 2. Charge bleeding we just attempted to breed, but I don't think we're going to have any luck with. Let's keep our wasps together. You... We could take a fire organ, or we just take the hybrid meat. I think we just take the hybrid meat and harvest worm. We'll get you up here. We will cool you off a little. We should be good there. Alright. So I just need to plan ahead a little bit in terms of units. Harvest Worm, I'd like to breed with the Leech Dragons, because they're theoretically my best poison. Nice, they both got it, a male and a female. That's actually really important for us in terms of continuing to breed the dragon tanks and seeing which one's better. You got to go. So those would be, and these would be my offensive like flank, potentially up to 8. Okay. So these guys are going to need agility, endurance, and energy, and we're going to need to heal Abomination. Okay, let's just copy that for now, and then we'll figure out the food if they're worth it. These guys didn't hatch. Dragon wasps are fine. Anything that runs away or dies is very unfortunate, but nothing I can do. Do I want more of these? The answer is not really, but I could just for organs and to see what survives. That's super effed up on my part. Alright, hybrid should be pretty easy. It's the medium amount of money. Fire, yes, 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 and let's send one of our monsters. Carmen hasn't fought in a while. Let's get Carmen out there. Defeat? They were that good? I mean, I guess our guys are pretty low level. Killers, boom, boom, boom. They're decent. Okay, I can't underestimate them, so let's just do mage and pets then. These guys are low-key good too. I might lose this. Alright, we're gonna try again with like that same bundle of guys. Honestly, it's probably because his bite strength's so bad. He's just out there getting bit by stuff, dying. Alright, we'll take that. Of course Merlin got defeated. That happens every time I send him. The death had to be one of the hatchlings just because they're too cold. Alright, let's just quick clean these up. I know it's a little boring. Gervais is in like my lower levels right now. I'm okay keeping him there. Let's bring a couple things with Killer. What level is he? 8. So I don't really want to level him up more. So let's bring 2 Killers and 2 Archers and just clean this up quick. You drop. You go. Alright. Come on up. Come on, sea artist. Say hello. Oh, I thought maybe I could move up and set up a tail sweep. Nice, we take that level. Sorry I clicked on that like 80 times. For some reason in my brain, it just did not seem like it was actually activating. He probably has line of sight, maybe way on the back guy, but it doesn't matter. Alright, we're still pinned back here, but we're picking these off one at a time. Looking good. My other archer's not doing anything, that's fine. Nice, tail sweep time. Oh, never mind. Killer's revival proc, so he got that kill on the counterattack. And dead there. Alright, 6 more, we're going to ignore those. Wherever they end up, they end up. And Velvet Spider, we definitely don't care about more Velvet Spiders, so we're just going to end the island expedition. Cool. Couple quick levels here. 66, so he ends up being pretty mediocre. Tail Sweep Killer Fearless is a pretty solid combo for like my defensive breeding. Eventually, I really got to narrow down how many of these guys I'm saving just with random traits, but I know I'm going to have to breed back in the traits. Like Martin was just a fluke going 6 for 6. So I'm kind of waiting to see what traits I have luck with and what I don't, and then I have the pieces I need to breed back in. The problem is I'm saving so many monsters, it's getting crazy. Alright, Alchemist-wise, so we fit 5 here. We got 3 more here and we don't need it. So I could flip over this to the Alchemist and this to storage and I'm safe. And then whatever hatchlings run away, run away. Blacksmiths, I shouldn't have any blacksmiths here. I can do that just for the sake of if anyone wants to hang out. Sea Varnums, you guys are kind of cool, but I don't think you're going to be happy there. But maybe you have a shock organ or something, so if a couple of you survive, I would not complain. And another wasp, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's that. On to July. Inferno time. Alright, this is what we've been waiting for. Metal time. I mean, that's pretty tempting, but I do want to hunt metals right here. So level 9 just has Fire Spit, but has 100 bite. Over 100 bite. Would give me a really good Flaming Greave. These guys would be tough, but I might be able to do it. So I could still bring Hasten, and Monk still fits. And I've got Monk fully fire equipped. Let me take a couple potions back. You might need that. Who else did I give potions to? I thought I had another fire potion somewhere. Oh, this is risky. Alright. We gotta give you all the fire resistant stuff I can. That's my better bow. Shoulder pads. Alright, let's re-equip and see what happens here. I know this is a lot of like micromanagement, but I do think this is gonna matter for some of these higher level fights. Okay, could give better greaves. We are overweighted. I could probably take off this. Okay. You have the fire potion. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to give Monk another one. I just need to keep my front lines fully fire resistant. Alright, let's send this. Martin and Jesus are darn good. You're good, but not perfect. Who's my last guy I can bring? Gila is not who I want here, so I'm really only 3 out of 4 monster-wise. This is risky going for silver. I don't know that we're ready for this. I know we could clean up that bronze fight. We win it. We win it. Do I want to risk the RNG of doing this myself? I think the answer is yes. We've been metal hunting. Let's fight this out. Alright, so you need to go up a little bit. But the most important thing I need for you to do is take that maybe next turn, because I want it to last. Do I take both? I think they only last 5 turns. So let's wait till next turn. Let's move you up a little more, and then wait till next turn. Oh, I thought that hit at 22%. I was like, let's go. Alright, Gilo's not worth much, but you'll kind of tank that side. Jesus, we're going to need a heck of a run from you over here. You are my defensive unit on this side, and I'm keeping Martin wide. for some tanking. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, good double miss. I'm just going to assume everyone has fire spit, so we're going to have to be the ones to engage. I can only take one a turn. Oh, that's okay. Do I blitz? So if I'm the one to engage, I could get him in a good tail sweep position. Because these guys are going to have enough energy to move up and fire spit. So I do think I gotta stay aggressive here. This is a mistake. I didn't get him where I wanted him. Alright, that's alright. Let's at least lock this side down. Archer, we gotta get you up more. Who's my biggest threat? I'm not liking the triple on this side, but my tankiest unit's there. So let's see if I can collapse their left side on them. Alright, I've got to get you up. You go full defense for me. Martin, you gotta beat this guy one-on-one so you can collapse into the archer. Alright, don't love that positioning. I probably could have done a few things better. I'm glad Martin didn't take two. Good dodge, Martin. Ooh, I don't love that. He's got to attack here. Like, part of me wants to click in the middle to make sure I hit all three hexes I want. Yeah, see, like, that only hit these three. So you really need them 3 in a row. That's really unfortunate. Alright, this is unseen, so we do a huge attack. Let's save some energy for defense. Archer, we need some help here in the middle. Maybe could have quick attacked those. So I wish I wouldn't have tail sweeped, because I could have just... I really need to land an attack here to get Killer off. I can't lose Martin or else I lose the whole thing. But we decided to risk that one. How healthy is this guy? 28. So we can't kill yet. 16, we'll kill next turn. Okay, we landed, and Gilo, he's just going to dodge. Alright, we hold there. 54% chance dodge, and he's got 17, so I can't kill with either of what I'm doing. But I just want to get damage off. I need it off. So let's just get bleed on this guy. Might have sealed his fate. Okay, I don't love that exchange. Good. Good, he lives for me. Come on, Martin. So that's why I say flawless attack, because now Martin can jump back to full. Yeah, maybe I just stink at piloting this, but I definitely thought... Alright, so flawless. Let's make sure we kill. We're back to full health. We're going to collapse in here. I'm going to... Do I save this guy for the free health when I need it? I think the answer is no, because I need to keep things alive. So I could get off 3 quick shots, or 3 here. Do you have killers, my question? I don't think Jesus does, but he has some light steel. So let's kill here. We keep going there. And we've got bleeding wounds, so let's just see if we can stay alive in the middle. Uh-oh, come on, Martin. Martin and Jesus are carrying this fight. Alright, I don't care if he dies. Sure, and I can get off a quick strike. That sounds great. Didn't really expect the retaliate kill, but that's okay. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. I think between Jesus and my archer, I can finish that off. And Martin's dodging. Martin's a monster. Let's go. Alright, I doubt we still have a bite when we get up there, but Martin might be able to just finish this. Not quite. Archer, we move up, and we'll move up one more to make sure we... Oh, 3. It's costing him 3 a turn. I thought it was costing 2. So I thought I'd still have enough for one shot. He can't touch Martin. To be fair, Martin can't touch him. Let's go. That might overlevel Hasten, if I'm being honest, which is a little unfortunate. Because he really helped me out there. Alright, we got a silver, a bronze so far today. I feel like we made it through a lot of good content. Let's just quick level up some of these new guys. Okay, Northern Hunter Bugs, honestly, I think we just skip. We want to go west. Doing okay financially. Alright, so we're trying, my goal is to find a Wolverine. Goal is to get super lucky with this hybrid breed. And then, next turn we should hopefully have a few of those guys hatched to see how we did on tank units. Let's just end this stream by seeing how we do. How lucky can we get? Grown up, hatched, bandits. Oh yeah, I guess I did leave a ton of stuff out. That's my own fault. Alright, so most important, I need to buy a ton of herbs. I will just do this with some base management as I figure out what I'm doing with these 100 monsters. Regenerate, 18, shock skin. Does he have shock resistance? No. Boo. Man, the Varnums are slow to hatch. But the regenerate's really cool. So I've got lots of management stuff to do there. I do have a few things to sell off and kill. I'll worry about all that. We really kept going for the sake of this. So his abomination's only 9. So I really don't need to heal off a whole nother potion. I just need to calm down for one turn and get it down to like 3-4. That makes a lot more sense. Potions, I don't have a ton of. You, I mean, we might as well abominate you as much as we can. Considering we have to put a potion into you. We don't have any other crappy potions left, I don't think. So we're good there. Moment of truth. Okay, tail sweep, so he went 1 for 3. Tail sweep, so 1 for 3. Fearless. Tail sweep and killer. So this guy is worth saving. The other 3 are probably busts. Sell / kill. I mean, I'll just figure out what I want to do with them. Boo. I mean, these are with my best tank units, so I won't get too discouraged. There's a chance this one rolled really well. And because they're my tank units, I'll do something like this. Actually, I kind of want to keep getting that physical protection up too. Alright, we'll do something like that. The flank guys. Oh, they hatched 2. What a reveal at the end of the episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he hit 6. He got charge and bleeding wound, but lost killer and greater energy. So not a good trade there. Not terrible as long as his bite strength is okay, which we don't know until he's done. You're not good. Flawless Killer, greater energy. But because it's with the boar, his bite strength's so bad that I'm just going to call him a sell. So the only one that's really... I mean, he's not bad. He's at least 4. So we got a 4 and a 6. Which isn't bad. You know, I kind of wish he would have lost Spiny Skin and got something else. But that's okay. It's definitely worth seeing how he does. We're going to heal off 50 Abomination, 30 going up 5 a turn, 2 turns. And I guess we'll just do the same here. Okay, something like that. I do not expect him to be as good as Martin because he has the boar traits in there. But we'll see. Alright, way too much other stuff. So I think that's it for this episode. I'll do some base management. We will jump back into our next tournament. But we got to grind some medals and we're really starting to ramp up the trait breeding. So things are getting exciting. Hopefully we have a little bit of luck here. You know, we're not necessarily low rolling, but we're not really high rolling either. We're pretty consistently getting like 2 on our tank units and 4 on our offensive units, which is okay, just a little hard to keep scaling up. But if I can breed like that other offensive new 6 with Martin, considering they have different traits, I have a 100% chance of passing on. I believe 3 of them are guaranteed, 2 of them might be guaranteed, but at least I'm starting to guarantee some. It's just going to be a bite strength question of how bad the new guy is. But at least if I keep breeding with Martin, I still have that 80 cap for the future. So Martin is not only going to be our main battle guy, but a breeding machine going forward. And we need to get some kind of luck going with the tank units. Because other than keeping crazy poison going, they stink. So in the future, who knows? Maybe everything will just come from Martin and I'll keep selectively breeding the defensive traits from the 6. Seems like that might be my best bet, but let's see what these offspring are first. You know, we at least got a couple good traits, and they should be very poison heavy. So, cool. Hey, thanks again for joining. I'm going to try and keep pre-recording and cranking out videos this week, because 4th of July week we always go, that's my big family vacation, and so I will be gone for almost 10 days. And I want to keep the content going out. So I got one dropping Wednesday. This will be Friday. I need to pre-record a couple more this week, probably 3 more to get me through that week of July I'm gone. And then we might have a little gap, but I will keep doing what I can for the every other day routine. Goal eventually is maybe to get back to every day, even if they're a little shorter episodes. But for now, I just want to keep grinding through this game. So thanks again for joining, and we'll see you again later this week.